Hi, Sandy here. 2 days in a row I'm making a video. I've got some more scrapbook pages to make. I got 17 or 18. I didn't count, but that's pretty close to what I have to make. Possibly up to 20, but I don't think so. Anyway, so these are going to be our family photos to go in our family book. This is book number 4, I believe. And it's getting kind of full. So maybe after I finish these and get them in here, this one is 2016 to 2020. So then I'll start a new one, 2020. I might put in the date. And I use blue for the spine and the front. Just so there's some continuity. When the book fills up, I just fill up another one. It could last a year, it could last 5 years, just depending what's going on in our lives. So they will go in this book. And my daughter has her own books, a series of books from the time she was born, you know, and for everything she's the subject of the photo goes into her book. But if the group photos like this, actually these photos go in my portraits books, but I did put this on the cover. My husband and I share a book because we're married, we're one. And then group photos also go in here, just in consecutive order. So I got a lot of pages to make for this today. So let's get started. I've already gathered together the photos and the embellishments, my tags and borders, and got the pages all ready to glue. So, okay, I'm going to start with a 2-page layout. My subscribers know that I sold my 2000 Chevy Silverado like in November, and I had my brother take some final photos of it, and then I love this truck. I did not want to get rid of it, so I kept the tailgate. There's the tailgate, and I made a bench. There's the front of the bench and the back of the bench. And then at Christmas I put a wreath on the bench. So this is a 2-page layout of my truck. I chose this tag. I didn't make these specifically for this. I like to download these vintage vehicles from Pinterest and make them of the subject of a tag, and they're good for men's pages too. If you don't really have much to say about the page, just decorate it with a vintage car and it's pretty cool. So that goes there. And then this is a tag I made, a border I made with a red truck on it, and I'm going to put that on here because my truck was red. And I always make my borders to go on this side of the page, but since I want a 2-page layout, I want it on this side. So, and then there's red blending in with red, so I've got this off-white beigey strip I'm going to put there so that you can see the edge better. So I guess I'm ready to start gluing. Ooh, okay. So, and I'm no beauty queen. I don't look really sexy with my truck. I just wanted some final pictures with it. And I don't think I actually had very many pictures of me with my truck over the years, even though I've had it 20 years. So we purposely took some final photos. And life goes on. I got my 2019 Chevy Silverado now. And honestly, I like this one better. But I'll get used to it. It's only got 3,000, a little over 3,000 miles on it since October. And this is now the middle of April. And I drive it to work every day, but I don't really go a lot of places. This my state does not have a shutdown, but we are distancing and doing a lot of things. And as a rule, when I come home from work, I don't feel like going anywhere. I'm a homebody, so I don't have much problem with that. But sometimes we like to go grab some fast food or something, but we can't do that anymore. Especially we clean the house on Tuesdays, so we can't do that. We used to eat out mostly at Taco John's on Tuesday after we do the housework, because we've done the housework. We deserve. I'd rather not cook. So my husband's over there looking in the door. Okay, so now we just stay home. But Saturday is what I really miss, and I don't get to go anywhere. We like to go run our errands, maybe go to some thrift shops, antique malls, things like that, but can't do it now. And Sundays I usually stay home and do my laundry, but Saturday is hard. Can't go nowhere, can't go out to eat. Usually on Fridays we'll go out to eat and then do our grocery shopping. And we've always gone grocery shopping together, but can't do that anymore either. You gotta go just one person, one cart, they say. So I've been going alone. My husband did drive me there yesterday, and he waited in the car. I think he just wanted to get out of the house. But we're both still working, so that's a good thing for now. His hours are being cut back to like 36. He works 12-hour days, and so it's 48, 36 to 48. He works 3 days or 4 days. It varies. So he's been cut back to 3 days, and then I'm still doing 40 hours a week, but things are slow. All right, that's all done already. Okay. Next we've got this. Speaking of my husband, like I said, these car things are good for a guy page. This is something I could write on. Such a good guy. I wrote, good husband, good dad, proud of his jacket from his new job. They gave him a jacket with a company name on it, and he loves having a nice lawn. And there's a gas pump, and I think it goes good with a mower. So there's that. And I don't often do this, but there was too much space here, so I got a piece of red anything, and I'm going to put that on this edge. All right. So get that lined up. I've chose this black paper. I wanted like a white light color with a little bit of black, and I thought that looked pretty good. Okay, and when I get done, I'm gonna have to snip that off. So let's get this border glued on. So the video I posted this morning, one of my regular subscribers asked me how long I've been doing my pages with themes like Christmas, dogs, whatever, and I have always done that. So I answered her and I said I've been scrapbooking for 18 years, 19 years, and I've always used the theme stuff. But I told her about how frugal I used to be with my scrapbooking. We had a computer. We still do, a different one now. 19 years ago. I started when my daughter was born because I just didn't like the photo albums. I wanted to be able to write the details, you know, that at this age she did that, you know what I mean. So that's when I had to figure out to do scrapbooking. I'd heard of scrapbooking, but I never tried it. So I figured out how to do it kind of my own way. All I really needed to know was, you know, I was worried how they glue stuff on pages without it falling off. I don't like that. And then I used CompuServe back in 2000, and all I read was use page protectors. Oh, duh, I can do that. I can do this. So that's when I started. But anyway, so with the computer, we had a program that does greeting cards, and you can make newsletters and stuff, and it's got images you can use and things like that. So I started using that. I actually went on there and I would make a page and I would write the details of the photo and leave space for the photo and add some images, and you can make them as big or as small as you want. And they had a lot of frames like this, and I added a lot of frames to fit my photos, and then I'd print it out on white computer paper. Kind of boring, but I did that for a few years, and then I'd glue the photo on, and I'd have a page. So that's how I used to do it. I was so frugal. Anyway, this page, we went to this Halloween shop, and this is the clown from the It movies by Stephen King, and I've read all of Stephen King's books, including the It book. I don't read books twice. A lot of people do, but I got so many other books I want to read. I don't read books twice. And then I did the Stephen King movies. There was one they did in the 80s, I think, that was on TV. It was like 2 or 3 parts. I'm not sure. My brother has that video, so I watched that. And then they had the new movie like this year. This is a page one time I had bought this book of 12 by 12 pages that were already made. This is already made, and I cut them down to 8.5 by 11 so that I could use them, and some of them I customized, and I've been trying for years to get them used up. I've used up a lot of them, but I still have a few left. So I thought I'm going to just use that on this. That scarecrow's slightly creepy, so that goes with that, I guess. So there's a very simple page, and I wrote 2019. We visited a Halloween store. This is Pennywise the Clown from Stephen King's book and movies, It. So I think that's like 4 pages done already. Now, this is just some random stuff from the fall. Alex came home for a weekend at 10/14/19 from college, and we decided to go to Vala's Pumpkin Patch. And we hadn't been there a few years. We took her every year for like 5 or 6 years when she was younger. And I don't know why I didn't take any photos. So that's a nice autumn thing. I kept that. And then I've got this photo I took of our trees in autumn. So I think I might have been packing up these things that day for this winter. I don't remember. So that's a swing in my backyard. So I'm going to put that on this page. Just make an autumn page. I've got this scrapbook paper with pickup trucks and pumpkins in the back. Very, very autumnish. So that's going to go here. And then this, I've had this a while. I don't do a lot of autumn pages. I love to do autumn pages, but I just don't come up with much pictures and things to use the autumn stuff on. So I'm always happy when I get a chance to use that. Alright, autumn fun. This has those little foam stickers on the back, and so I put that on there, and it's already stuck down. And then this is one. Remember when I made the video with these little teeny tiny tags that I made? Yes, I'm finally going to use one. It says fall, y'all. Alright. So that goes there. And then what I do with these, taking my little X-Acto knife And I'm going to line that up with this crack in my table, the gap between the leaves. And oh my gosh, I already poked a hole in it. Okay, good, good. So then I've got this fiber. It's not good fall, it's a good fall color. So I'm going to poke that through this hole. Not as easy as it looks. Now my daughter's peeking in here. I'm going to get it. Okay, I got it now. I pull it like that. And then I just put my brochure. Whenever you go on vacation and stuff, anywhere you get brochures, this is how I do them in my vacation books and stuff, so that you can pull it out and look at it, but it's not flopping around all over the page, covering up the rest of your stuff. So that's how I do that. So once it's in the page protector pocket, I can pull it out. Okay, that's another page done. Alrighty, here's a cute page. This says, not to brag or anything, but I'm kind of a big deal to my dog. This is one of my dog tags I made. This is not going in the dog book. It's going to go in our family book, because it's my husband. And this Rosie, she's a little snuggle bug. She's snuggling with Daddy. On 3 different occasions, she's wearing different clothes in every one. So she's a little stinker. She's a little snuggle bug. So I guess she's kind of a big deal. He's kind of a big deal to her. We all are. She loves to take a nap too with Mama, me. Okay, let's get this spaced properly. There we go. Oh, a little bit up. Okay. Yeah. See, and I got my built-in frame around their border. Alright, I'll glue this. I think it took me like 2 hours altogether, maybe slightly longer, to go through these photos. And well, I had them already kind of sorted and figure out what pages they're going to go on and how they're going to fit on the page. And I cropped them, and what borders or tags or embellishments I'm going to use. So it's probably about 3 hours for like 17 pages I'm doing here. And then I did the 15 yesterday in about 2.5 hours. So like 5.5 hours to do over 30 pages. Alright, now next we got Christmas cookies. I have a book of birthday, wedding, and food, and I don't often get a chance to use my food stuff. So we made Christmas cookies, and I'm going to use this Christmas paper. This is we made peanut butter fudge, peanut brittle, sugar cookies. These are the sugar cookies before we decorated them. We made chocolate chip cookies, peanut butter cookies, and oatmeal cookies. So I took a picture of the cookies. So that goes here. And I've got my little Christmas decorations there. And then here's my daughter. Oh, this is before I made the sugar cookies. We were cutting them out. So I'll put that there. Then I've got this. It's just measurements. 1 cup equals 16 tablespoons, etc. So that's a good cooking sticker. Just, I've got it. I got to use it somewhere. So why not on this page? There we go. Then I got this. Life is short. Lick the spoon. I need to round these corners, just to make it a little more finished looking. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. So that goes there. How did I have, oh, I had this over here. This is some mixing bowls. And it's kind of Christmassy. This has like Christmas trees on that one. They kind of remind me of my Corningware bowls, but they're not the same pattern. I collect Corningware. Okay, the Joys of the Season Christmas Cookies 2019. Okay, that goes there. Then I've got, I just like to bake. Baking's my favorite. Alright, so that goes about there. And this was from the my Christmas stuff. It's got a gingerbread man on it. We don't make gingerbread. And this is from I think it's a Chips Ahoy ad. It's a chocolate chip cookie. So we'll put that there. And another page done. Alrighty, moving on. This is 2019. We had breakfast at Village Inn, then spent the day at the Brass Armadillo Antique Mall. It has become one of our holiday traditions. We didn't take any pictures at the Antique Mall. I need to take more pictures. I just developed like 137, which is what I've been scrapbooking the last 2 days. And I'm like a kid in a candy store. When I get my pictures, boom, 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 I get them all scrapbooked, and then I don't have nothing left to do. So I need to spread them out more. No, I don't need to spread them out more. I just want to play with them and get them in the book. So here we are at Village Inn. And this Village Inn, it's like a mile from our house. My husband and I were introduced on by a guy that used to be my first husband's friend. He's still probably his friend forever, but he works with Rich. Was working with Rich 20 years ago, and so he gave Rich my phone number, and Rich called me, and we decided to go on a date. And our first date was at this Village Inn. So that's kind of a special place. And they've remodeled since, so our booth that we had ate at was not there anymore. But it's still nice. So I had a bunch of vintage stuff that I got from Scrapbooking for Less. And I made these tags and borders, and since we spent the day at the Antique Mall, boom, they got vintage design. Alrighty, moving on to Christmas. I have a lot of Christmas pictures to do. So this is Christmas morning, 2019. Here's a tag that I made. I just wrote 2019 on it. Just, you know, some Christmas scraps. Just added. This was printed on the scrap. Just added bits and pieces to make a tag. And then I cropped these to fit. The full pictures don't fit together on an 8.5 by 11, so I cropped them to fit. This is Christmas morning. We just took a picture of each of us holding one of our gifts. Every year we take the same pictures, but that's all right. It's our traditions. Christmas is about traditions. So we've got our traditions. Of course, everybody opens their Christmas. Well, we used to get together on Christmas Day at my in-laws. We would open our presents and then go there for Christmas Day. But then the last few years, with people's jobs and everything, and everything going on, we decided to make it Christmas Eve. That works better. Actually, it's my mother-in-law's job, I think, gets in the way. So, and it's at her house, so we've been doing Christmas Eve at her house and Christmas morning at our house, just a family. And I much prefer opening presents on Christmas Day. I know a lot of people do it on Christmas Eve, and that's great, but that's not what I like to do. Okay, and I like these pictures because they show a lot of our Mickey Mouse decorations. Here's our Christmas tree. It's all Mickey Mouse stuffed animals and ornaments. These are all of our animated Mickey Mouse stuff, and here's 2 Mickey Mouses and stockings. And on the fronts of these cabinets back there, there's Mickey Mouse Christmas stockings. We go a little crazy with Christmas. Okay, moving on. So that's what I've got done so far. So, okay, this is going to be a 2-page layout. Christmas stockings. And I've had this paper for a while. It was 12 by 12, and I cut it down. And I thought, well, that'd be good. Get that used up. And so, this page is going to be the pets with their stockings, and we have to be with them because they don't cooperate. And then this is the 3 of us with our stockings. And I made these 2 tags. This one has a stocking on it. This one says Noel. So that's going to look nice. Okay. So let's get the gluing. That's my husband. My daughter. And me. And we'll get this tag glued on. Not much of this little swirly line is going to show, but that's alright. Okay, now here's my daughter holding butterscotch in his stocking. He didn't want to cooperate. None of them really wanted to cooperate. Then there's Charlie with his stocking. The Christmas decorations are packed away. And when we unpacked them this year, you know, he just passed away. I will take that stocking, and I have his collar, and I have a picture of him, and it will go into a Ziploc bag, and that will be his little memory bag. And I have that for all the pets we've had since we've been married. I think we've had 8, and we keep them all till they die. So little did we know this was going to be his last Christmas. He was a healthy dog. It was so sudden. Okay. Oh, and this is Rosie with her stocking, and Charlie wanted to butt in. So he's in that picture. But that's Rosie's picture. Okay. Two more pages done. And then I have a Mickey Mouse waffle maker, and it's our Christmas morning tradition to have Mickey Mouse waffles. I use a packet of banana nut. I think it's Mrs. White's brand. It doesn't really matter. Of banana nut muffin mix. And it's got directions on how to use it for waffles, I think. It's slightly different. I think you got to add egg. But that's what we have, banana nut Mickey Mouse waffles. And then I've got this tag that I made and with Mickey and Minnie Mouse on it. Yeah, we're a little crazy about Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Not so much my daughter. And we got matching pajamas this year. My husband and I got them. My daughter didn't want Mickey Mouse pajamas, so she didn't want to wear them. But she wore last year's Christmas pajamas, so that's alright. Okay. I'm going to leave a little bit of green on this edge, just for the fun of it. It says, our Mickey Mouse Waffle Breakfast, Christmas Tradition, 2019. Okay, moving on. Then I've got this. This is... we're just having fun on Christmas morning. Here we are in our matching pajamas. I got Minnie and he's got Mickey. So I've got this piece of paper. It was 12 by 12. It said Merry Christmas across the bottom. But I had to make it 8.5 by 11. So I've got this. This is from Dollar Tree and it's a gift tag. It opens up like a greeting card. And I cut off the edge. And I'm using it for an embellishment. So that's going to go down here in the corner to cover up that Mary. And it's going to cover up the C a little bit on Christmas, but that's alright. Alright, so, and then I had this sticker that says Merry and Bright, so I just put that on there. This page didn't need much. So here's a little bit different layout than I usually do. I don't have a wide range of layouts that I use. I just keep doing the same thing over and over again, and I don't get tired of it. The pictures are different, the embellishments are different, they're different subjects, so that doesn't bother me at all. So I'll get that on there. We have a collection of Christmas hats and headbands. This is a headband with a Christmas tree on it, a headband with candy canes. We got Christmas hats. And another one done. Getting a pretty big pile there. Okay, still Christmas morning, still clowning around. I got this Christmas apron at TJ Maxx. Is it No, at Target. I got it at Target. It's got Mickey Mouse on it. Well, it's not really Christmas. I can wear it anytime I want. But I just put it on my apron for one of the pictures because I thought it was cute. So there's my husband and I in our big Mickey Mouse pajamas and our Mickey Mouse Santa hats in front of our Mickey Mouse tree and our family room that's full of Mickey Mouse, our collection. Yeah, we like Mickey Mouse. And then there's my daughter wearing the elf hat. Oh, okay, that must have been a sticker. Our Christmas Together. I put that on there. Then here's a tag that I had made with Mickey and Minnie Mouse on it. A Merry Christmas. Okay. Yeah, I think I took a lot of Christmas pictures. Okay, so then I've got this Christmas paper that says Merry Christmas on green. I cropped this photo narrower than the 4x6. I don't usually crop them that way, in this way, but that's what worked because there was extra stuff on this side, and then I needed to crop this one down to fit over here. So there's my husband with my daughter. There's my husband and I. And I got this Merry Christmas thing. I'll put that right there. Okay, yes. Then this was off some packaging, I think. I think it's off some packaging of something we bought. And then I glued it to a piece of green paper and trimmed it out so it's got a green border. Probably wouldn't have been better if I used a red border or a white border, because now I'm gluing it onto green, but that's alright. Okay. And moving on. I'm going to make a 2-page layout. Christmas is December 25th. We know that. My husband's birthday is December 25th. And my daughter's birthday is December 5th. So we always celebrate my husband's birthday at my in-laws. On Christmas evening, after we've celebrated Christmas together. And my daughter was away at college for her birthday. So we didn't get to celebrate her birthday. So I'm using these. These are very common. They're from the basic paper pad. And then I got some birthday paper scraps. And I'm going to put this, it's candles, as you can see. So I'll put one on this side. The other on this side, they're sort of like borders, and they're a little bit too long, so I got to trim them. Okay. Then I've got a lot of space to fill in, so I'm using photo mats. Got a little bit of purple glue on the front side, but we know that's going to dry invisible, so that's not a problem. So I get all the way around the edge really good, and then in the middle I cover it pretty well. So I want to get the space pretty even with what I got on the top. Press it down. This I got out of a scrapbooking catalog. I think it's a stamp that you can buy. There's the other side. So I cut it out and I'm using it. So we'll put that there. This is my husband with my daughter and his mother. His mother is 80 years old. I think she can run circles around me. She's amazing. Okay, so we'll get that centered really nice. Pretty nice. And then this is my husband with his sister and his brother. He's the oldest. She's the middle and he's the youngest. And there's just the three of them. Okay. I guess I'm going to mat this photo too. Yes. Okay, so that's gonna go here. And there's the two of them with their birthday cake. And I have a couple more pictures of Alex with the birthday cake that will go in her own scrapbook. Because I always save her birthdays. Okay. And then whenever we always take close-up pictures of the cakes. And when I look through my in-laws' books, I have lots of pictures of this side of the family. Books and books. It's just cake after cake after cake after cake for, and so we always take a close-up picture of it, and then I cut out the cake. I don't really want the background on there. So that goes there. And then this is one of my tags that I made, and I need to make some. I've discovered I need to make a lot of tags. I need some more birthday tags. I need some more Christmas tags. And last Christmas, was it just this last Christmas? I made a bunch of Christmas tags, but I just not used a lot of stuff, didn't I? Yeah, I need to make some birthday stuff. And then I don't hardly use any of my food stuff, so I need to make some some tags that with my food stuff that will get those used. And then I've got this that I cut out of a Boyd's Bear catalog. It says Happy Birthday. And I made sure I have a place where I have all of my Boyd's Bears that I cut out, but I made sure that since this one says Happy Birthday, it doesn't go with the other one. It goes in the birthday section, so then when I flip through, wow, there it is, and I am using it. Okay. Looks like we're down to one more page. That didn't take too long. Okay. These are just some random photos of my family. My husband, myself, and my daughter. So there's my husband watching the Super Bowl. He's a big Chiefs fan, Kansas City Chiefs. And he's got his Chiefs hat, his Chiefs shirt, his Tostitos with Chiefs on them, sitting in his Kansas City Chiefs chair. And that's how he watches the Chiefs play football. So, and they won the Super Bowl for the first time in 50 years. So that was pretty awesome. And I don't like football myself, but I was pretty excited for him. And there's a picture of me at my in-laws. And here's a picture of me and my daughter at my in-laws. I think my husband took those pictures. And I used this paper with just kind of a pattern on it, kind of with gold and green. And then I've got this little strip. I think I might have got it out of a Ideals magazine. And I have all of these strips that I keep for things like this. And I can use them for any kind of craft. It's slightly too long, but I'm going to glue it on there and then trim it. I'm going to line it up at one side, and then I only have to trim one side. That'll work. Okay. This I did not make. This was some stickers from Dollar Tree. It says, "We are family." So put that there. This I did make. It was a little tag. And I added this flower and a little rhinestone and a sticker that says, "You make me smile." I have a book of embellishments that I've made, and I'm so into using my tags and borders that I just don't hardly ever use them. So there, I got that on there. And then my daughter had this on her wall by her desk for a long time. It's her when she was little. This is one of our portraits, the three of us. And she was updating the pictures, and she gave me all of her older pictures, so I got to figure out where they're going to go. So I figured since this is a family page, I'm just going to add this to the family. It's not in the proper chronological order, but hey, it's looking back, and I'm going to put it right here, right on top of the photo. And there you go. And that is all of the scrapbook pages that I had ready to go. And since I mentioned my embellishments, this is my book of embellishments. I didn't even label it. So now all of these are from Dollar Tree, and I've just cut them out, and the sticky part is still got the backing on it. I cut it out with the backing, and then I glued it onto these pages with just a speck of glue so I can pop it off when I want. I made these embellishments. I hope the glare is not bad. I made all of these embellishments. I made all of these that I am showing you, and I've got them sorted by color. That was black and brown, and now yellow, orange, red. These are from Dollar Tree. These I made. This one's from Dollar Tree. But most of these I made, trying to use up little bits and pieces, so I can just flip through. This one is purchased. This one is purchased. But those are my embellishments. Purple, green. These are cut out. That one, these three are purchased. These I made. Those I made. I just need to use these a little more often. So that's my embellishments. Oh. And this is my everyday tag book. I have tags for Christmas and my dogs and holidays, and those are with, I keep everything Christmas together, everything dogs together, you know. But this is for everyday stuff, everyday random stuff, and they're sorted by color. So that's my tags, and I usually keep this book pretty full. I've made a lot of tags, and I've used a lot of tags. For every tag that's in here, I've probably used at least all of them or more for my pages. And then these are my everyday borders. This is just full of borders. I put 3 on a page. Yeah, I make a lot of borders. So there's that. It's just, this is such a great way to use up all those little bits and pieces and scraps, and I just love making these. And I have my book of words. You know, I used to not ever use words because I didn't know where they were. Of course, I got holiday words, Christmas words, things like that, and those go in their own sections. But these are everyday words. And they're sorted by color, and sometimes when I get more, I just pop them into the page here like this, loose, but they're there. And then I go through these books at least a couple times a year and get them all organized. And here's some words I just popped in there, and there's some more I just popped in there, but I try to keep them pretty organized so I can flip through and find stuff. So I try to be organized. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my video. And I think tomorrow is laundry day, and I like to scrapbook during laundry day. And I'm probably going to do pictures of my daughter tomorrow for her scrapbook. So thanks for watching, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.